Hello everybody. So I wanted to make a video of some self-care tips for during self-isolation because obviously this time can really take a toll on our mental health. So now more than ever it's so important for us to be practicing self-care. And also everyone's been saying how bored they are, but I feel like we can switch that to how we can feel grateful for this amount of time that we have, because we're probably never going to have this amount of time ever again in our life, to just work on ourselves and develop ourselves and grow and learn new skills and practice self-care. So my first self-care tip is to do with morning routine. I've had a pretty strict morning routine for the last 2 or so years, and mine is that I meditate for 20 minutes first thing in the morning, then I brush my teeth and brush my tongue as well. That's really important. Apparently we've got like loads of bacteria on our tongue when we wake up, so brush that off. Then I make myself a hot water with lemon, then I write 10 things that I'm grateful for, 3 intentions for the day, and then 3 life goals, which I write in the present tense as well. Then I have a fresh celery juice and an apple cider vinegar in water, just like a tablespoon in water. And then I do about 20 minutes of yoga. So that's my morning routine, which, everyone's got different things that work for them. For me personally, I just think that it's important to, move your body a bit, focus your mind, because that first hour kind of sets the tone for the rest of your day. Then my second self-care tip is to meditate. I obviously do my morning meditation, but at the moment I've been meditating even more than that, just because I feel like it relaxes me and de-stresses me. And also when I am feeling emotional, at the moment what I've been doing is sitting with that emotion and meditating on it to try and hear what that emotion is trying to tell me, because a lot of the time emotions are coming up to try and guide you in another direction. So that's what I've found that it's been doing for me during this time, because I've been meditating a lot more, which has been great. My other self-care tip is to drink lots of water. Also to sleep lots, sleep as much as you can, because we're probably not going to have this much time to just get as many lie-ins for your body as possible, and also for your immune system. It's very important to, allow your body to rest as much as possible. Also in terms of with the water thing, it's also really important to keep your diet as healthy as possible during this time. I know that it's very tempting for us to reach for the sugar, but try and refrain from having sugar in your diet at the moment, because that's really bad for your immune system. And for me personally as well, I notice that when I have high levels of sugar in my diet, it also really affects my mental health. So I don't know if it affects others in the same way, but maybe look out for that. My other suggestions are to exercise as much as possible. There's been some amazing, yoga and workout things that are coming up online for free. So shout out to everybody doing that. That's so kind of you. I've been really, really enjoying them. Also, at the moment, obviously, we're allowed to go outside and get some fresh air and in the sunshine. I know some people are a bit funny about that, but for me personally, I think, for me, it's important to go outside and get some fresh air. But obviously, keep your distance from people. Don't be stupid about it. So those are my tips on exercise. Also, I think we should all be dancing. So my other self-care tip is to dance around your living room, your apartment as much as possible. No one's watching you, so you can just dance like an absolute freak. And for me personally, it definitely makes me feel so much happier when I'm moving my body like that, getting a bit of exercise in, but also, just listening to a good tune and dancing around just makes me really happy. So that's one of my other tips. Also, creating. I think this is an amazing time for us to all be creating, not just artists, not just, people that are known to be creatives. Everyone can use this time to create, whether that's just spending more time with cooking, or whether it's painting or creating videos. We can all be using this time to create. And again, that's a really good way to elevate your mood as well. My other tips would be to learn new skills. So whether that's languages or an instrument, or even something like TikTok, or there's some amazing online courses on at the moment. I'm learning a bit about digital marketing. And also I'd say if you want to add like an extra, game to it, try and focus on learning a new skill, and maybe set yourself a challenge to, you know, learn a new skill within a certain amount of time or whatever. You know, for me personally at the moment, I'm actually in the middle of a 24-hour water fast. So I'm only drinking water, and I'm not eating, which might sound a bit weird, but it's actually meant to be really, really good for your health. And it's something that I've been putting off for ages, because I've been like, well, you know, if I'm working, then I'm gonna need that energy. But now I didn't really have any excuse, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. That's one of the challenges that I've set myself. So that's something I'd recommend as well. Also, another thing is that I recommend being aware of the news and information that you're digesting, because, you know, we're inundated with facts and figures at the moment about the coronavirus. And, you know, then you check a different source and the facts and figures are completely different. And, you know, obviously it's good for us to be aware of what's going on and not be completely ignorant to the situation. But I also think if we allow ourselves to ingest every form of information about this coronavirus, we'll actually make ourselves sick through all of the negativity that we're ingesting and all the stress we're causing ourselves. And I also, with that, I think it's important for us to be aware of who we're talking to about this as well. I've actually had to say to some people I'm close to, look, can we not talk about the coronavirus just for a little bit, because it's very easy for it to take over our lives and for us to kind of have this snowball effect of different negative conversations that cause us to have so much stress, because you're ingesting so many people's different opinions about what's going on, and really us all stressing about it right now is not going to make it any better. So just be aware of how many people's opinions you're taking in to do with the coronavirus, and how much negativity you're taking in as well. That being said, I think we should all be focusing, instead of spending time with the people that lower our vibrations, to spend the time with the people that higher our vibrations, like the people that we love most in our life. We have this amount of time, and there's all this technology, like stuff with Zoom and with the house party and stuff like that, where we're able to talk to people all around the world, which is so incredible, and we have the time to do it. So, you know, focus on calling your family every day if you can. And another tip is just to tell them that you love them as well. Tell somebody that you love them every single day. Because if anything's come out of this whole coronavirus thing already, is that I think we've all realized how much we've been taking our health for granted, and the health of those we love most as well. So use this time to tell all the people that you love just how much you love them. So maybe after you finish watching this video, message a few people that you love, just checking in with them and just letting them know how much you love them. So those are my self-care tips during self-isolation, and I hope they help some people. Lots of love to everybody. Mwah.